Upcoming.
Welcome to the upcoming video games of April 2018. My name is Globku with a very short video because April is all about quality over quantity. So let's knock this month out of the way, starting with a cutie indie game coming for the Switch and the Vita. Penny Punching Princess is an isometric brawler like many others, but its unique twist is the setting that ends up influencing its gameplay. It takes place in a world ruled by capitalism, which means you can fight or bribe enemies. Use your calculator for special attacks because all of your enemies are incredibly greedy. Next up, they're making a Trials for the Switch and Vita. Urban Trial Playground is the name of the game, and it's not the first time these developers are tackling this genre. They've done 2 of these already for the 3DS. This seems like a nice alternative while we wait for a new Trials game, and it's the only one of its kind on the Switch. Extinction opens up the following week with a very interesting concept that I hope they can pull off. Not only because I love the concept, but also because I love Iron Galaxy, who's making this game. It's an action game with a deep combo system, and I wouldn't expect anything else from the developer that's coming from Killer Instinct. And then you have several traversal options to move around town, and those same traversal options, you need to use them to kill these huge ogres that are randomly generated. You need to break some of their armor pieces, maybe cut off a limbo too before going for their head. If you take too long, their limbs might regenerate. Decapitation is the only way to permanently dispose of them. Super Daryl Deluxe is our stylish game of the month. This side-scroller is a brawler and an RPG and a platformer, and has a 15-hour story with a ton of unique characters. This game's style seems to really carry it, so I thought it was worth highlighting. If you like the look, then give it a shot. Owlboy is coming to PS4 and Xbox One finally, after coming to the Switch and the PC as well. And also coming to the Xbox is Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, which I personally highly recommend. The following day we get Vandals on the PC and mobile. The gameplay is turn-based, very similar to Hitman Go, which I really liked on mobile, but this time you're not the world's greatest assassin, you're someone looking to graffiti some walls. Same concept, different context. Moving on to next week, we get Yakuza 6: The Song of Life. It's been out in Japan since December 2016, and also some people might have gotten the full game when they downloaded a certain demo, but you know what to expect if you've played any Yakuza before: an open world action adventure, an arcade style combat system, a ton of minigames, and a soap opera type story that is both epic and ridiculous. Yakuza 6 seems to be awesome like its predecessors, given the great reviews that it has already received. This week is pretty crowded despite the mostly empty month of April. Right after Yakuza, we get God of War on the PS4. Taking Kratos from Greek mythology to Norse mythology changed the gameplay style a little bit. The over-the-shoulder third-person camera might tell you Dark Souls, but the juggling combos and over-the-top gore are still present in the game. The story will develop Kratos' relationship with his son and how his past demons still haunt him. It seems this game's gonna be pretty long, way longer than single-player linear games usually are, so I'm definitely looking forward to this one. On the same day, the Nintendo side of things speaks to our younger selves with the Nintendo Labo, a series of cardboard boxes that you can craft into many things and use them to play games on your Switch. The Labo comes in 2 basic packages: the Variety Kit, which has a ton of things for you to try out, and the Robot Kit, which is a bit more complex, and that's why it only brings the one thing, which is the robot. But of course, you don't need to only make what comes in the box. The Labo seems built to customize and discover more functionalities by yourself. Next week, The Swords of Ditto is a compact RPG. You will play as several heroes, and each hero has a pretty fast story that turns into a legend within the game, and each adventure is linked to the next one. You can play it solo or cooperatively, choose the order in which you tackle the dungeons and complete side challenges to prepare for the final boss, or just go straight to the final boss without doing any of that, just in case you're suicidal. Hearthstone is getting its 8th expansion with over 100 new cards, which include new keywords. For those who don't know, these are basically new mechanics for the cards, a new druid alternate hero, and they're adding a new single-player game mode called Monster Hunt. And closing out this Tuesday is South Park: The Fractured But Whole, which came out at the end of last year for PC, PS4, and Xbox One, and now it's also coming to the Switch. The next day, we have a game that I tried out at Gamescom last year, Sinner: Sacrifice for Redemption. This is a Souls-like, but it's a boss rush. You have a certain number of bosses, and you can choose the order in which you tackle them. But in order to fight a boss, you must first sacrifice something. A boss might sacrifice your shield, another boss might might sacrifice half of your health. So the order in which you tackle them matters a great deal. This adds replayability, especially because the game takes that order into consideration and gives you multiple endings to unlock. It's a really awesome concept. Fans of giant Japanese robots fighting in the sky, here is Super Robot Wars X, a wonderfully well-animated turn-based JRPG coming to the PlayStation 4 and the Vita. And to close out the month, the Naruto Storm trilogy is coming to the Nintendo Switch. That is Naruto Storm 1, 2, and 3. We don't know if Storm 4 is coming someday or if the Switch is even able to handle it. And that is April, folks. Like I said, short video because it's a very light month. But there are definitely some quality titles in this list. As usual, let me know what you're planning on playing this month. If you missed last month's video, go check it out up there. Or even if you didn't miss it, go watch it again. Maybe you forgot about a certain game that came out. But as always, thank you very much for watching. My name is Globku, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!